how to set up a click track when using the Roland SPD SX Pro and Ableton Live together, which will only come and ring in the SPD SX Pro and go straight to your headphones. So I made a whole different video where I was just ranting about how not compatible though, and how just not really fully working the whole MIDI syncing from MIDI clock syncing from the SPD SX Pro at this point is, unfortunately. So to my opinion, and I have a very strong opinion about it, I think you should just set it up in a different way. Forget about MIDI clock. If you need a MIDI, or if you need a separate metronome which you just want to get on your ears, you have lots of opportunities to set this up just straight via MIDI, because you probably have a MIDI connection here anyways, sending MIDI from the SX to Ableton Live to control it, maybe sending some stuff over, maybe some kit selection here. I have plenty of Max for Live devices where you can set this up with you, so you can have a look. Just to show you one thing here, you can even set up kits. So if I go to a certain kit number here, I've set this up before. If I go to number 17 on my SPD SX, then I just need to set it up to be received here real quick. Then the scene selection in Ableton Live will change. I just need to activate the port. Let me quickly look. So if we set this up like this, and if we receive the MIDI from the SPD SX here, you can see something is blinking on the Max for Live device. Kit number 17, 18, and 19 are being set up to be listened to, and I've set those up to jump to those different scene names here. So one song, another song, and another song, just to show you one way of how flexible you can use the SPD SX Pro as a MIDI controller for Ableton Live. This is really like, you can even scroll through scenes all the way up and down. So there are a lot of ways on how to set this up for the whole syncing of tempo here. I don't see much sense here, to be honest, because the whole start-stop messages is only working in one certain way, and that just only gives you the benefit of using the internal sound here and the internal clicking from the SPD SX Pro, and you have to use this button here to start and stop it. You can't set it up in a different way, which really makes sense. So one way to set this up and to make sense would be to send over just single MIDI notes from Ableton Live, triggering a sound on your SPD SX Pro. As you have so many pads plus the external trigger inputs here, you have a lot of slots you can load samples in and to be triggered, and you could even have different sounds via just losing one external trigger input here to set this up. So if you're not using all of the pads and all of the external trigger inputs, this technique is a really good and easy way to set this up. So we are sending out MIDI to the SX Pro from Ableton Live, so we just need to activate the right MIDI port I'm using here. Make sure to send this on the right channel, and we are on the wrong kit here. Obviously you need to set this up for each kit, but you can copy and paste that over. So at the moment I have two sounds on here, and I can't get to the 127, but with the MIDI I can easily get to the 127. So what I'm doing now here is I have MIDI notes coming from Ableton Live being sent over to this pad here and triggering the sound in the SPD SX, and then you can route the SPD SX sound from this pad to your headphones only, or if you want to route this to other band members via a different line out here as well. just have a look. We have a look at the audio routing in a second. So what are we doing? We are sending simple MIDI messages from Ableton Live. So if we turn on the metronome from Ableton Live, this is all just coming through my studio monitors here. So the sound wouldn't be ideal, but you can hear that. So you could even have, if you want to set different MIDI notes here, you know, or if you have longer songs, obviously you can do this in arrangement here as well. Send MIDI notes over and then even have some signals for some changes. Maybe have something like a warning if you want to set this up that you're going into the next part. This is how easy you can set this up. Real quick and real easy. Just sending MIDI notes from Ableton Live over to the Roland SPD Pro and sending this on the right channel, sending this on the right pad. So let's quickly have a look how you set up the click sounds in your SPD Pro here. So if we go to the pad edit section here, and if we select the right pad, we have the two sounds here. So if we go back to this view here, you can see we got the sticks and the metronome bell, and those are being set up to be triggered at a different velocity. So if you can see that here, oops, I'm in the wrong menu, but on the switch, you need to set the layer type to switch, and then you can set up which sample should be triggered depending on which velocity you are playing with, in our case, on which velocity the notes are being set up to. So if we have a look in Ableton Live, the first note here is at velocity 127, so at the highest velocity there is. Let's get rid of those other ones. And the other three notes here, they are sending on a lower velocity than 127, and that's why we get a different sound here, because we have two layers in here. We can put on different sounds. So we have layer A and layer B. Layer A is the stick one, and layer B is the metronome bell. Yes. And if I would set up all the MIDI notes, just to give you a practical example here, if I would set them all up to send on 127, we would get the metronome bell all the time. Okay, so you just can set this up in here. I applied this to this pad here. You can obviously apply this to a trigger input, and then just have one trigger input less, because you can set up two layers here. Obviously you can send different notes as well, but then you would use more slots you could actually use for triggering sounds on here or sending MIDI back to Ableton Live, whatever. But let's have a quick look on how you now need to route those, or this particular pad here. Obviously it could be an external trigger slot here as well, to the right output. So if you go to your output section here, and you can see the pad 7 is already selected, and always the last pad I'm playing here is being selected. So the P7 is being selected, and this is going currently to master and phones. So obviously you want this only going to the phones only. So this way now it's being sent only to the phones only. You could set up this in different ways here as well. Side chains, I'm not that familiar with the routing, to be honest, but you could set this to the direct out here only as well. So now, if I'm seeing that right, the direct out section here could work as well. So that could be the use case. You want to send this to your phones only, plus you want to send this out to your other players. You want to send out the click to your other players here as well. You can use the direct out here, set this to one of those 4 direct outs here you got at the back, and then send this over to whatever your guitarist or set up a second MIDI click here as well. All possible. Because you can route those pads here to so many different out. And that's what comfortable with the, and that's what great with the SPD-SX Pro here, that you have so many options to send out audio to different, just going out different lines here. Cool. So I hope that gives you some idea here, and I'm sorry to disappoint anyone who is looking for a good solution on syncing stuff here with Ableton Live. First of all, the syncing of syncing the SPD-SX to an external source BPM only makes sense for the audio effects. So if you have a delay and you want the delay to change, like a delay effect on some sounds, then this doesn't need a MIDI clock. It just needs the right tempo once, which you can shoot over via SPD-SX kit selector of mine. You can just send a simple program change over to select the right kit on your SPD-SX with the right BPM printed in the kit here. So this would work already. And if you want to control the tempo of Ableton Live via your SPD-SX, this just makes sense to use. Maybe just set this all up in Ableton Live and then just select the right scene here, because you don't need a constant time sync for any of those things. To be honest, just use the SPD-SX Pro as a MIDI controller, maybe as a sound source internally, which comes with quite a lot of limitations here as well. And it's really depends on your workflow. But if you're using Ableton Live, you decide what makes sense for you to how you want to treat your drum sounds. But what is really nice about the SPD-SX Pro here is that you have so many different options of routing the audio out, and you can use it as a trigger, a drum trigger interface here as well. So there are quite a lot of functions being put into this one box. MIDI clock syncing and changing the tempo of internal loops is not the reason you want to get this or you want to use this. Cool. Okay, I hope that helped you a little bit to get some ideas on what's possible and what's not possible, and which route you should take when you set up your SPD-SX with Ableton Live or your SPD-SX Pro with Ableton Live. And I have a lot of tutorials, resources, and Max for Live devices, as I mentioned here before. Just some different ways on how you can control Ableton Live from the SPD-SX. Quite a lot of different Max for Live plugins here. You can check them out at abletondrummer.com. You can talk to my chatbot, TobiBot, if you have some questions here. It should give you some good knowledge about the SPD-SX Pro and Ableton Live. Take care. Bye-bye.